Yo, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Lil Majin here. I want to talk to you guys today about the new patch notes that came out. Um, Here they are. Let's not even talk about the other characters. They're not even important because they're pretty much like insignificant changes. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is Leroy Smith. So I'm gonna go over all of them. All right, during Rage and after Twin Dragon, Gate succeeds for 1+2. So I'm sure that's after it's parry from Hermit Stance. I don't know exactly what move that is, but I'm thinking it's the wall bounce punches. Fixed an issue, the time of the move could be performed was faster than other moves by 1 frame. Okay, real insignificant change. Okay, so we have 1-2-4 and down 1-2-4. Fixed an issue which the timing for up or down during Hermit was faster than other moves by 1 frame. Another pretty much insignificant nerf or buff, whatever. It's just a simple adjustment. It's nothing. All right, during Hermit 4, which is his other orbital, the move that if he times it right at the wall is a wall combo extender. You know, they get hit grounded, they do the little, you know, stupid stun, and then you get the free ground punches. So what they did with that, they changed the damage from 25 to 21. So okay, it's 4 points weaker. That's not really huge, but we'll have to see like how much damage it's gonna do in a combo, like, because of course in the combo it doesn't do 25 damage, you know, with proration and all that. So we'll see. It might be pretty significant. All right, down 4-1. They changed the damage from 14 to 12. That's kind of a significant nerf, I would say, because a lot of his strongest juggles do involve numerous down 4-1s. Given that they didn't nerf the hitbox for it, like the lower hitbox, you know, he can punish Eddie's, you know, back 3-3 or relax stance with just down 4-1. Not too many other characters in the game can do that, I don't believe. You know, not with a 13 frame mid. So we'll see. This damage nerf is just 2 points weaker, but like I said, in combos it might be even more of an impact, you know. So we'll see about that. Down forward 3. Increase the distance between the character and the opponent when the move hits the opponent when they're on the ground. A little increase of distance. So down forward 3 is just a quick little mid kick where you can do down forward 3-1 into 1+2. You know, it's like a wall combo ender, but that's pretty much an insignificant nerf. Doesn't really matter much. All right, so we've got a kind of big one here. Kinda. Down to 4 has 3 changes, 3 nerfs. All right, the damage is from 17 to 11. So I'm sure that the damage they're talking about is the low kick, not the first part. They changed the frame advantage from -11 to 13. So Josie, Kazuya, who else? I think that might be it. Josie, Kazuya, maybe Eliza, Akuma, of course, and get launches from it now. Not too many characters. And they changed the frame advantage on hit from 0 to -2. So he's not gonna be able to like just spam the move out in neutral as much anymore. It just wouldn't make sense. And obviously, like at the end of a combo, it's not gonna hurt as much. Like if it's doing 11 damage on a standing opponent, like with proration, and at the end of a juggle it might do 8, maybe 9 points. If you end combos with down 2-4, it might do 8 or 9 points instead of, you know, however much it's doing now. So that's gonna be like significant, like damage nerf. Down back 1-3. I'm sure that's the second hit again. The second hit isn't 20 damage, it's now 17. So that's okay. That's a minuscule damage nerf, I feel. But here's another pretty big one. Down back 1+2. The frame advantage when blocked is now -10. So every character in the game can punish it now. And just to make sure that everyone can punish it, look at the second note. Decrease the distance between the character and the opponent when the move is blocked. So no more pushback. It's gonna definitely be punishable by everyone. Now some characters do have like very trashy 10 frame punishes. Asuka, you know, she's like the first character that comes to mind. Jack, you know, all he gets is forward 2. I would say Ganryu, but a headbutt is a knockdown, so that's godlike. Yoshi mid 2 probably doesn't get 1-1. I guess that's okay. I think that's really it as far as like really bad 10 frame punishers. Forget I said Yoshi. He 1-1 is actually above decent. But yeah, definitely Asuka. That's not too great for her. But anyways, back 3, the instant tail spinning high roundhouse that jumps, you know, jumps over lows. Damage decrease by 2 points, 23 to 21. Insignificant nerf, you know, not really gonna matter much. I guess unless you're doing, you know, back 3 into back 3 is your combo. I think like the typical back 3 combo is gonna be like nerfed tremendously due to the down 4-1 damage nerfs, as well as the down 2-4 nerfs. Because the combo was what? It was back 3, then you dash up back 3 again, then you do like 4 down 4-1s into down 2-4. I think that was like max damage. But all that's gonna be a lot weaker now. A lot. Alright, up forward 4. This is a pretty big change. It's orbital. Up forward 4. From -3 to -8. So now it's more negative than a lot of the other orbitals. You know, Brian's is -5. So -8 is pretty big, and I'm thinking that if he needs 2 frames to be able to parry, then he should still be able to like parry a 10 frame jab. That's if that's how frames work. Because I know from -9 he cannot parry with like anything, but -8 I'm sure he still can. But okay, up forward 3+4, 1+2. Change the opponent's behavior with hit in mid-air. I don't know what this is gonna be. It might not send them flying as far anymore. That's the only other change I can think of for this. We'll just have to see about that, because as it stands right now, that ender, unless the opponent is really far away from the wall, it's hard to get like a solid follow-up. And if you're anywhere near the wall, then you're definitely getting anything. You're not getting anything. So we'll have to see. 4 forward 2-2. Change the damage on the second hit from 20 to 15. So it's gonna be a weaker launcher, but that's not really too big of a nerf at all. It's not even a slap on the wrist. That's like oh boy. I'll just address my opinions on all this stuff after I go over everything. Okay, so the cane, the pimp cane. First hit decreased the distance between the character and the opponent when the move is blocked. Fix an issue in which it was not possible to perform Geese's mid-atomic throw. I guess he couldn't Geese couldn't counter this? I don't know. Second hit. Now I've seen this happen before. Fix issue which the third hit could be blocked when countering. That's happened before, yeah. And fix the issue with it was not possible to perform Geese. So Geese just couldn't parry this, maybe? I don't know. I have to try that out. You guys let me know in the comments section if Geese couldn't parry this. Alright, third hit, change the opponent. Now this is big. Change the opponent's behavior when blocking the move. Change the frame advantage when blocked from +8 to -7. Wow. That's huge. Because now he doesn't get a free, you know, Hell Sweep or Orbital mix-up anymore. He has to now respect your mix-up, your 50-50. Because at -7, a 14 frame low, I don't believe can be crushed by an orbital because of the frames it takes for an orbital to leave the ground. And hop kicks too. Like for example, King's drop kick, his 4/4 3+4 is +7 on block. And if King does a down 4, you know, which is 14 frames, the opponent can't leave the ground with any kind of hop kick or orbital or anything. It's just you don't have enough frames. So if he's -7 after Pimp Cane, then that's gonna mean that these, you know, generic 14 frame lows are not gonna be crushable. So that's pretty good to like enforce a mix up on him. But all in all, these aren't even really a slap on the wrist for Leroy. Not at all. They're like more like a thump on the kneecap from a 5-year-old girl or something. Like, you know, she's gonna end up hurting herself more than this. This isn't going to deter like Leroy usage in tournaments going forward. Not at all. In fact, it might, you know, encourage more Leroy. Because this isn't it, Chiefs. But anyways, of course a lot of you guys know these notes here were made on the 25th of December. So this means that, you know, the Namco balancing team already knew that, you know, they wanted the character to be strong for Evo Japan and whatever tournament before Evo Japan. So these were the nerfs they felt were, you know, necessary pretty much immediately, like 15 days after its release, because he was released on the 10th of December if I remember correctly. But anyways, this, you know, these patches aren't gonna be, you know, reactionary for like what happened at Evo Japan. Not at all. Those are changes that I'm 100% positive are gonna happen before the TWT starts in April for the Tokyo Tekken Masters event. So, and to back this claim, let's check out a tweet from Michael Murray. Like some people have guessed, these patch notes were planned way before Evo Japan and are just the first round of changes. More on the way. Honestly, a more thorough patch was planned with Falcon Ram, but Harada and I are trying to speed it up. Alright, so with that being said, you know, Falcon Ram is guaranteed to come out in spring, which is somewhere along the lines of late March to early April. So, woo-wee, if they hit Leroy harder, you know, he might be, you know, I don't want to jinx this, but he might not be that strong. Because, as you can see from these notes, moves like back 1+2, down 1+2, Hell Sweep, the 1+2 string, Hermit Stance, you know, shenanigans. That a lot of stuff was not addressed. But if I were to narrow it down to like 3 problematic moves, it would definitely be number 1, down 1+2. That move there, in my opinion, this move is like the the wind beneath Leroy's wings, because everybody is using that move. Like whenever they see their opponent at range 2 and 3, like 2.5, it's just a free move to throw out. And it's, you know, 9 times out of 10, it's going to connect because of the range. You know, it has pretty darn good tracking. It's 0 on block and forcing crouch, which really means that it's +1, you know, because the fastest while standing attacks are 11 frames. So you're not going to be able to beat his jabs out. And it's, like I said, it's a counter hit launcher. It's pretty strong. It's over 20 points of damage. It could definitely use a nerf, a big nerf. Either, in my opinion, I believe that it should have a range decrease, most definitely. And if they don't change the range, okay, but make it so that it does not launch on counter hit. Make it so that it just smashes you on the ground face first, you know. Maybe that would be a good change. Back 1+2, that's the second move. That's a huge problem that, like, all Leroys are just picking this character up because they know they have a 12 frame mid that's safe on block. It's hard to whiff punish, and you know, it's really strong as a regular hit, and launching on counter hit, like that's crazy. That move, I'm on the fence about it. I don't know if it should still launch on counter hit because he's doing a 1-inch punch. A 1-inch punch should send you flying. In the you know, the trailers for Leroy, he was 1-inch punching people and they flew. At the end of his rage arc, they fly. So I'm thinking that it should send the opponent back similar to Geese's 1+2, you know, he just does the palm and they like fly back and they have the legs up and you can run up and get like 1 hit guaranteed. So I think back 1+2 should keep its safety, but it shouldn't launch. It shouldn't launch at all, no. So that's something else. It's gonna make it so that he doesn't have any counter hit launching tools, right? So that's where I'm kind of torn in between. Maybe make his Magic 4 a Magic 4. Maybe that should be a change. At least it'll be high. Nerf the range on it too. But anyways, the next big move, Hell Sweep. Make it steppable, at least to one direction. And just for balance, make it steppable to the right, because he's already pretty weak to his left side. Make it steppable to the right. The 1-1 string, that's another string that's pretty spammable. It's got its weaknesses because you can't really hit confirm it. If you see the opponent get hit by the first hit, you're gonna think, okay, that's a counter hit, you know. But if they were trying to do like a move like King's up forward 3+4, it doesn't have a counter hit state in that move until later on. So King could do this, get hit by 1 and block the second one, and then if he does the 1+2, seeing that he thought he got a counter hit, you know, you can duck it and launch him. But all in all, the second hit I don't think should guarantee the rest of it. And if it does, then make the second hit -10 or -12 on block, since the second hit is mid. That's pretty much all that I think should be done to him. Like, obviously his frames have been nerfed a little bit, not enough, but what I want, guys, is I just want the integrity of the game to like come back and change. And by no means do I want only Leroy to be nerfed in the upcoming patch. I want Geese and Akuma you know, Zafina. I want all those characters to get some kind of adjustments because they have some pretty wonky stuff that makes them pretty strong. And if Leroy gets, you know, nerfed off of the game, who do you think everyone's gonna go back to? There were 4 Akumas in the top 8 of certain tournaments, probably 5 if I'm not mistaken. Geese has been like pretty popular in a lot of tournaments. He pretty much won the TWT this past year, you know, and he's branded, he's easy to use, you know, so don't just nerf Leroy, nerf the problems, nerf these abysmal hurt boxes that are across the board. There are a lot of examples I can think of, but I'm not gonna mention them right now. That's a debate for another video, honestly. But yeah, I think that yeah, nerf Leroy and the other problems, and hopefully the integrity of the game will come back and players will go back to their mains and top 8s will be enjoyable to watch again.